have some special guests today here at Woodlands. Starting on my right, Officer Nathan Lowe, obviously police officer. Next to him is Trish Creed. She's a registered nurse at the community hospital. This is Butch Herring. Guess what he is? A fireman. But he's not just a fireman, he's the fire chief. He's the boss of all of us. Yeah. And this is Dave May. How many of you all know Dave May? And most of the time he brings a special friend with him. What's his friend's name? Okay, no offense to you all, but they're far more excited about Andy. Okay, we'll get started.
All right. Well, it's good to be here with you all today. And stand by, because we are about to have hero training. How many of you are ready to be a hero? Raise your hand. Yeah? All right. Well, we'll get ready with the hero training. And of course, we have some real-life heroes with us right here.
I'm going to ask you to hold that for me if you would, sir. Thank you. And Sherry is right. We've brought a friend along with us today. His name is Andy. Andy, are you ready to come out? He said no. Hang on a second.
Wait. I forgot to introduce my helpers for today.
Oh, we need some helpers.
Oh,
you
my
are
gosh.
absolutely right. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Okay, we better find them.
Brooklyn Crin, come on down. Brooklyn Crin. Yay, Brooklyn! Your grandma said it was okay. You're not embarrassed, are you? Are you in for the tea?
Yes.
All right. Okay, next I need Bryce Bird.
Well, we have some great volunteers, some volunteer heroes to help us out here. Andy was just saying he wasn't ready to come out. I asked him why. He said because I didn't introduce him well. I need to give him a big round of applause, so I'll try to get. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for your friend of mine, Andy? Nice applause there. What do you say?
Thank you.
Very good. Andy? Andy?
Nope.
No. Andy?
No.
What are you? You're not Andy?
No, I am not.
Looks like Andy to me. You have a mask on your face. So what is your name?
I am a superhero.
Really? Well, that's pretty interesting. Superhero?
Like Superman.
Superman,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, Who are you?
Andy Man.
Andy Man. Yeah. That's really nice.
Ask me who can make the sunshine.
What?
Ask me who can make the sunshine.
Who can make the sun shine?
The Andy Man can.
All right. I know why you're doing this, because I told you we were going to have hero training today, right?
Yes, I am the hero.
Well, you know what? When we see heroes in comic books or in movies sometimes on television, they have masks and capes and...
Superhero.
Yeah, but in real life, real heroes don't have the mask. See, we have a police officer, a nurse, the fire chief, and Sherry Bowers is with the police department too. So they all work every day being heroes. And do you see any of them wearing masks?
No. Wait a minute, I see one.
You see one wearing a mask? Where?
Who's that down on the end?
Oh, that's the fire chief. Yeah, he has a mask right there, but see, that is just to protect his eyes. If he were fighting a fire, it doesn't disguise him. We can still see who he is.
Superhero.
Okay, yeah, guys. Listen, I want you to take your little mask off.
You have revealed my identity.
I think they knew who you were already. It's okay, but listen, I want to talk to you about being a real hero. In fact, we want to train all of these kids to be a real-life hero.
All right, how are you going to do it?
Well, that is why we brought along some volunteers today. Can you say hi to our volunteers back here?
Hello?
They're going to step right up with a big sign. If they'll hold that for us. We have right there, can you guys see that okay? That is a HERO kit. HERO kit. And that stands for Help Emergency Response Operator. Do you know what an emergency response operator is?
No.
Well, let's talk about that. If there is an emergency, there's a phone number you can call. And that number is, what's the number you call an emergency?
They're smart.
They are smart. They know it's 911. But you want to tell them something about 911, right?
Yes, it is for an emergency. It is not for fun.
No. You don't ever call 911. Tell them you're saying
911, it's not for fun.
911. It's not for fun. That's good. All right.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, what Andy wants to do is a little game. He'll say it, and you say it back to him. However he says it, you say it back. Okay? Go ahead.
911, it's not for fun. 911, it's not for fun.
What did you say?
911, it's not for fun!
There you go. All right. Well, we're gonna. Okay. So I know. Andy.
What? And they're loud.
They can be loud. They can also be very quiet, though. Listen to this. They can be really quiet because we want to tell them about 911. When you call 911, the person who answers the phone is an emergency response operator. They are trained to get the information from you as to what needs to be done to help the person with the emergency. So they're trained to listen and get information from you. So today, we're going to train you how to give them that information. And that's where the HERO kit comes in handy. HERO, Help Emergency Response Operator. You guys are going to be given your very own HERO kit, just like that. You'll fill it out with information, and you'll put it on the refrigerator door.
Wait a minute.
What?
You can't put that on the refrigerator door.
Why not?
You wouldn't be able to get any food out. It's too big.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not that big. They get the little ones like this, see? Yeah, they get a little one, but it'll actually have 2 copies on it because sometimes you may be at home, but sometimes you may go to a babysitter or stay at a grandparent's house or a relative's house. How many of you go to other houses sometimes and you're left there to be watched? Yep. Okay, so your job is to get this filled out wherever you are. Now, Andy, I have filled this side out for you, okay? Now, we're going to act out a game where you are the kid and there is an emergency. We'll play like you're at your grandpa's house, okay? And we're going to call 911. You put that there. That is on the refrigerator waiting for you.
All right.
Okay, now your grandpa's had an emergency. We call 911. Now, notice I'm not really calling 911 because you wouldn't do that, and I won't do that if it's not an emergency. If you call 911 and it's not an emergency, somebody who really has an emergency might not be able to get through, and that could be very dangerous. So remember, 911 is not for fun. But we'll play like we called it, okay? All right, there you go. Now, Sherry Bowers, she's going to play the part of the dispatcher. See, she has a phone right there, just like they use down at the police department, okay?
Oh, I gotta call 911. I hope they answer. Hello?
Ponca City 911, what is your emergency?
Oh, it's my grandpa.
Okay, what's wrong with Grandpa?
Well, I think he's hurt. He fell on the floor.
Okay, tell me Grandpa's address. I can get emergency help on the way.
My grandpa's house.
Okay, tell me Grandpa's address.
Oh, you know what? It's okay because you filled out your HERO kit. Look, it's right here. So now you can read this because you know where would it be? On the refrigerator. You filled this out ahead of time with your grandpa so you can get this and now you can read it. So now you can tell her the address, okay? Got
Tell
it?
me the address, please. I'll send my emergency responders.
911 East 911 Street.
Okay, that's 911 East 911 Street. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'll have help on the way. My partner will dispatch fire and police.
Thank you.
Okay, my partner has them on the way. Tell me your name, sir.
My name's Andy.
Andy, are there any other adults home with you besides Grandpa?
No, it's just us.
Okay. Can you see Grandpa from where you are?
Yes.
Okay. Is he still laying on the floor?
Yeah, he's holding his chest.
Holding his chest.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have your emergency 911 hero kit?
I do.
The bottom line, it talks about health conditions. Can you read anything on that line? What does it say?
It says diabetes and high blood pressure.
Diabetes and high blood pressure. That's
Yes.
very important for me to know. I'll have my partner tell the ambulance responding what the medical conditions are, and I'll have them call ahead to the emergency room to talk to the nurse so they know what kind of patient's on the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My computer in the telephone says that you're calling from 765-4864. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Andy, you're doing a good job remaining calm. They should be right here.
I hope they
Let
do.
me know when you hear the siren, okay? Sounds like you're here. Push go well in and open the door.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are loud. You scared me.
Oh, it's all right.
Don't do that again.
No, he was doing the siren part.
He's pretty good at it.
He is, isn't he? Yeah. Okay, so you see how it works if you have your hero kit filled out. It's important for you to know you have to fill it out ahead of time because when there's an emergency, you'll be nervous. Maybe the person you need to help won't even be conscious or able to answer questions. So if you'll take your hero kit when you get it and fill it out, then you'll be ready to be a hero.
All right. Can I say it one more time?
What?
My favorite saying.
Okay, go ahead.
You won't get mad?
I won't get mad. Andy's going to say his favorite saying again. I'm sure it's 911. It's not for fun. Go ahead.
You sure?
Tell him your favorite saying.
Hello, girls. You forgot.
Oh, that's your favorite saying. Well, you know, it's not just the girls here who are training to be heroes, it's the boys too. Can you say hello to the boys?
Hello, guys. And hello, girls.
All right, that's it. How about a round of applause for Andy? Just as a special treat for you guys, because you've been such a nice group, we are going to talk to our heroes up here, and we're going to have an opportunity to meet them for just a moment. First, let's talk to Sherry Bowers. She answered the phone, and you're with the Ponca City Police Department. What do you do with the police department?
Well, I'm over the Emergency Communication Center. As we're trying to drive home, the most important point of this is that you know the address of where you're staying. We can't send help unless we know the specific address. If you're nervous and you get on the phone and say, I'm at Grandpa's house, but that's all I know, that's not really going to help us help you to help Grandpa. We need to know the address.
Very good. Now, if it's a phone that's a landline in the house, then they get the address, but if it's a cell phone, sometimes they don't get that information. How important is it for them to be able to have this hero kit filled out on the refrigerator?
It's very important. It helps us help you and your Grandpa.
Wow, it could save a life. That is great. Okay, so let's say that you call, you get the 911 dispatcher, the emergency response operator that you're helping, being a hero. Then they're going to send out the police department, fire department, ambulance, whatever might be needed. And we have a police officer with us today, and we're glad you're here with us. So how long have you been with the Ponca City Police Department?
For about 4 months.
Wow, he's a new police officer. Let's give him a round of applause just getting started with our police department. We sure appreciate it. And I know you work hard to keep us safe. Let me ask you a question. You've only been with the police department for 4 months. Have you seen emergencies already?
Yes, I have. They happen every single day.
Wow, to hear that every day. Nobody expects an emergency until it happens, but they happen every single day, as our police officer tells us. Here we have a nurse from the emergency room with us. And your name?
Trish.
And how long have you been with the hospital?
About 7 years now.
7 years, wow. And in that time, are there emergencies every day?
We have emergencies every single day.
And where do you work at in the hospital?
In the emergency room.
Wow, and so she would know about emergencies. They've got the room there where emergency people are taken in an emergency. How important is it to have information about health conditions?
The more information that we receive about the person's medical condition is going to make it us better prepared to take care of their emergency when they arrive to the emergency room.
Wow, great. Do you a lot of times have people come into the emergency room who are unconscious and unable to give you information?
We have multiple patients that come in that condition.
Wow, so having it written on a piece of paper might actually save their lives.
It's very helpful if we have the information written on a piece of paper.
All right, very good. So you guys have some great information how to help with a hero kit, and we've got one more person down here to talk to. Our fire chief, he's the boss of all the firemen in town. We thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Dave. I'm glad to be here and to share this message. One thing that we want you to know is when you call Sherry's group, the 911 operators, they will call us over the radio and tell us where you're at. It's been said several times that you need to give the address, but it's extremely important that we know where you are, because if we don't know where you are, we can't find you. So, and also I want to tell you, I am a fireman, but our fire department here in Ponca City operates the ambulance service. So depending on what kind of an emergency you have, even if it's a medical emergency, you may get an ambulance and a fire truck that will come to help the guys that are on the ambulance.
Very good. Now, one more thing to tell you about your hero kit, and we've talked about using it for a medical emergency, if there's a problem like that and they need to know the address. But one more thing to know is if there's a fire in the house, should they stay in the house?
Oh no, Dave. Always get out, get out, get out, without a doubt. Don't go back for pets. Don't go back for toys. Pets will find their way out if they can, but we do not want you to be a victim. So get out of the house and stay out of the house.
Right. So if there's a fire and you call 911, let them know, but don't worry about getting your hero kit off the fridge. Get out of the house if there's a fire. Absolutely. Okay? Hey, how about a big round of applause for all our heroes and our hero helpers out here. Thank you all very much for allowing us to come be a part of your opening assembly.